Hello, welcome back to the couch. It's your boy, Couch Guy, and today we have a double feature. Wow, wow, wow. Now, this is something that's not going to happen all the time, and what have you. This is just something that I felt like very inspired to do, and what have you. But anyways, the one part about game design, game development, and what have you, that I personally really like, other than programming, is the art. I love game art so much, especially the old pixelated right around the Super Nintendo to like the Game Boy Advance, that kind of era of pixel art and just how amazing it looked. It's always really inspired me to make art and my own art. So, and today I just wanted to go through my own design process when designing either a character or a little creature or just whatever else. Then maybe that'll help you guys um, in the future if you really want to get into pixel art or just art in general. But anyways, I'm gonna just design a little character, nothing too crazy. I'm not gonna get too into it, as I don't want this video to be like an hour long of just me rambling on about my little duder. But I have a 32 by 32 little square here, and the first thing I do when designing anything is just kind of I just think about what do I want, and right now what I really want is to create a little sapperling guy from Magic the Gathering, or at least a representation of a little sapperling dude. So what I do is I just kind of make a basic shape. I like shapes, like a little blob area, and then I just kind of edit it as I go until I find something that I really like. This seems pretty cool. Then I just kind of keep on going. And if I need to tweak something, I'll tweak it later. But other than that, this part isn't too terribly tricky. Now, mind you, these are probably not gonna look the absolute best, of course. I'm still fairly new to pixel art and this whole process, but I have been doing art just with pen and paper for a lot longer than this and what have you. I've just more recently gotten into pixel art just because of um, game game design and the need, well, not need, I guess, and what have you. I don't I don't need to do this. It's not like this is my life. Uh, anyways, I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah. So I just make a basic shape, and this is also like where probably the most edits and reiteration of certain concepts and certain things might happen, just because your first time isn't going to be the best time. But I kind of like this little shape here. I might edit just this a little bit more. Uh, yeah, this whole process takes me a long time, just because I don't. I don't always like the first thing that pops into my head. It's always maybe like the second or third thing that gets me really going. But anyways, that looks pretty cool and what have you. Kind of doesn't really look like what I was going for, but it actually gives me a little more ideas. And this is also the thing, I get very sidetracked when designing little duders. I mean, if I want something specifically, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make something specifically, such as like in this video, I just wanted to make a little sapperling guy, and I guess actually I can still get into that and what have you. But it's gonna deviate a little more from the Magic the Gathering inspired sapperlings. Maybe I could make this like a little tree dude. Like there's a million different things that you can do. It's uh especially with a blank canvas such as this. But for now, just gotta maybe give them a little fro. There we go. Kind of give them a little, almost a little tree thing. And one thing I found very important, especially with pixel art, is outlining. Friggin', that will save you all the time. Is when you outline a character first rather than just hop right into it. Because if you have a nice outline of what your character wants to be, then everything else is going to turn out a whole lot better. But alright, that looks alright. Maybe give them a little things right here. Cool. And now with color. Color's really weird. I don't know color theory whatsoever. I just kind of look over here for inspiration and what have you. Just very basic flat colors. Like I kind of like this for like the tree part of it. There you go. Flat colors are not bad colors. It's a nice base for what you want to do. Alright, there you go. And also, let's just see a lot of the flaws in your own design as well. Such as that little hole right there that I did not pick up at first. And there we go, that looks pretty good. Oh, a little mistake. Right. Oh, dang it. There we go. I don't have the steadiest of hands, but there you go. Alright, now with this little hole right here, there's a lot of things that I can do. It can either be like a little eyeball, or it can be like more tree. Or it can just be like just a hole, and what have you. And one neat little trick that I learned with, especially with shading and outlines and whatever else, is if you come over here, if you're using Aseprite to this button, there's little sliders, and if you can slide them up or down depending on what you want, and that will give you like a nice color to match with your whatever color you're using, such as this brown can match it with this brown, and now I can even use this brown as like a little highlight or shadows to give my character more depth. There we go. Yeah, there we go. This guy's looking pretty dang cool now. I'm not the best at this. This is probably the one thing that I struggle most with drawing. It's just the highlights and the shadows and what have you. What's the right place for him to go? Where should I put him? Is there a right or wrong place to put him? But honestly, I just kind of go with it. Go with the flow. If it doesn't look good, I'll just change it later, because it doesn't matter too much. But I mean, if you want to make it look good, then it's gonna matter a little bit. But I'm not trying to make it look good. I'm just trying to demonstrate my process for going through how I design creatures, characters, and what have you, which isn't super complicated. It's just make shape, put shape, or put more shapes where you think shapes should go. And that's honestly really about it. Actually, I kind of want this to be a darker color around the ring here. A little darker brown. There we go. Actually, I can use this fill-up tool. There we go. Make it just a little bit faster. There we go. That looks pretty neat. And now for this tree, you use the same trick. Go over here. Kind of, let's get some lightness in there, because this is, I kind of think about like where the sun's coming from. I want the sun to come over here. So I'm going to put highlight colors more over on this side. There we go. Maybe give it a little more thickness. That'll do for now, I guess. Yeah, see, I can spend hours upon hours just doing this, tweaking this, trying to make it look better. But I think, actually, you know what, that looks pretty good for now. And then I can even add just some more little tidbits right here of where I think more of the highlights or where more of the sun might be coming in. And that looks pretty cool. And yeah, now I got a little tree dude. There's like so much more I can do this too. And what have you, like these black spots, I can just make them like this. I can even have this outer ring, just instead of being an outline, I can have it and be a darker color or a darker brown, just so it's not just so it looks more cohesive. Well, not, it's, I think, yeah, cohesive, just so it's not all just black outlines, because sometimes, I mean, if that's what you're trying to do, then that's what you're trying to do. But yeah, I mean, that looks kind of cool. I mean, that needs a little more work and what have you. But for now, well, no. Anyways, I don't want this video to be too long. I don't want to get stuck on stuff, because I will get stuck. Believe me, I will get stuck. This actually might be a little guy. I might be working on a little more, actually, because he seems pretty chill. Seems like a pretty cool guy. Right, and actually, I might make these lighter colors. See, it's just tweaking, seeing what looks good, and just kind of. There you go. Yeah, see, it's not too hard to design a character. I mean, if you're getting new into art and well, pixel art and art in general, I mean, it's going to be a little daunting at first, just because you're worrying about what looks good and what doesn't look good. But just don't worry about that. I mean, you're learning. Just kind of make something and just feel confident about it. And if you want to work on it later, you can always work on it later. It's not like there's someone with a gun to the back of your head saying you have to make it look good right then and right there. But I hope this video was entertaining, or at least a little informative. Maybe I hope all y'all new guys learn, get into it, pixel art or art, maybe find some inspiration. Hope you guys have a good day. Please like, subscribe if you found the video enjoyable, and I'll see you later.